Again, we present the police reporter dramatizing bizarre mysteries from the police records of the world.
On an October morning in 1930, a Coast Guard and the town marshal of Ketchikan, Alaska, were sitting in the Coast Guard station at Point Higgins.
Say, Taylor, why do you go fooling around with all them microscopes and telescopes and all them other scopes you got around here?
These are scientific instruments, Stone.
Well, what good are they? You'll end up in a nut house if you don't stop playing with all them do-jiggers.
Well, I'd rather be like I am than like you are.
That's just a matter of opinion, and I can't say I think much of yours.
Hey, take a look through that telescope and see if there's anything doing out there. 11:30, time to check up on the boats.
Okay, what's the matter? You expecting trouble?
Nope, the weather's been too good. But my job is watching those fishing boats out there. You see anything?
Yep. There's a fishing boat away out there.
This time of day?
Yep.
Who is it? Can you tell?
Nope. You better look. You see it?
Yeah, looks like old man Marshall's boat.
He's out kind of late in the morning, ain't he?
Say, there's something wrong with that boat. She's just drifting with the tide.
Do you suppose something's happened to the old man?
Maybe. Guess I'd better run out there and take a look.
Anybody moving around on her?
Nope, not a soul. That's what makes me suspicious.
Maybe I better come with you. This may be a case for the law.
Come on, then. We'll run out in the launch. It won't take us 10 minutes.
Wait till I get my hat, and I'll be right with you.
15 minutes later, the two men were standing on the deck of Old Man Marshall's boat.
Hey, look out.
Holy smoke. What do you know about that?
It's old man Marshall, ain't it?
Yeah, dead as a doornail. Looks like he'd been shot.
I'd say he'd been knocked down first and then shot while he was laying on deck. You can see where the bullet went right through his head and into the deck.
Hey, what's that he's got in his hand?
It's hair. Black hair.
Hey, give it to me. I'll put it in an envelope and take a look at it under a microscope.
Sure looks like the old man put up a fight before they got him, don't it?
Say, Stone, get out your jackknife and dig that bullet out of the deck while I take a look around.
What do you want with the bullet?
You're a cop, ain't you? You ever hear of ballistics?
Sure, that's that newfangled business of looking at bullets through a microscope.
Say, here's a broken hacksaw blade. Hey, maybe we better take that along with us, too.
I got the bullet dug out.
Let me have it. Thanks. Let's go in the cabin.
Gosh, sure is a mess in here. Why do you suppose anyone would want to kill the old man?
Looks like robbery to me.
Robbery? Do you think he had any money on board?
Certainly. The old man was a fish buyer for the canneries. He always paid cash, so he generally had quite a bit of money aboard.
Say, look at that safe, will you? All busted to pieces. What do you think we'd better do?
Well, we'd better tow this boat into Point Higgins and see what we can find out there.
At Point Higgins, they discovered that George Marshall had gone out to buy fish from two men, Bert McDonald and Lloyd Close. At the city float, they found the boat of one of the wanted men and boarded her.
Doesn't seem to be anybody here.
He must have just left. This cabin smells of fresh tobacco smoke.
Sure does.
Now, if Lloyd Close did kill the old man, it'd been nice to have catched him before he had a chance to go uptown.
Why? We can get him any time.
Well, he'd still have whatever he stole on him. Now he's had a chance to get rid of it.
Say, will you take a look in this chest? Plumb full of new tools and about 50 hacksaw blades.
Yeah, and the same kind of blades as the one we found on Marshall's boat.
This looks like the stuff that was stolen from the cannery about a week ago.
I wouldn't be surprised if it were.
Well, this trip wasn't a waste of time anyhow.
Well, looks like that cannery robbery is solved.
Yes, and I've got a feeling we've gone quite a ways towards solving old man Marshall's murder.
I wouldn't be at all surprised.
What you got there?
.38 caliber revolver.
Well, that cinches it. I'm going to find Lloyd Close and arrest him for both these crimes.
Hey, what's the matter with Bert McDonald? Old man Marshall went out to buy fish from him, too.
What's the use of taking him? No doubt but what Lloyd did both jobs.
Well, it won't do any harm to talk to McDonald. We know he went to see Marshall aboard his boat.
It'd be just a waste of time.
Never can tell. Let's talk to him anyhow.
What's the use? This case is in the bag right now.
Say, do me a favor, will you? Arrest both men.
We next find Stone and Taylor in the former's cubbyhole office in the city lockup.
Well, I've got both of them.
Good. Let's talk to them. I want to hear what they've got to say.
We'll take McDonald first. He's mad as a hornet about the whole thing.
All right. If we're satisfied with his answers, we'll let him go.
Sam.
Yes, sir.
Bring Bert McDonald in here.
Yes, sir. Say, I'm going to set my microscope up on this table by the window.
What are you going to do with that darn fool thing?
I don't know yet, but I got some ideas.
Well, kids have to have their toys, I guess. Go ahead.
Here's McDonald, Mr. Stone.
Thanks. Sit down, Mac.
What's the idea of pinching me, Stone?
Well, it wasn't my idea exactly. But now I've got you, I want to ask you a few questions.
About what?
Oh, a couple of things.
Well, let's get it over with.
Did you see old man Marshall yesterday morning?
Sure, I sold him a catch of fish like I always do.
I see. And then, was he still alive when you went aboard his boat?
Of course he was.
And you didn't have any trouble with him?
Oh, why should I have any trouble? He's a square guy who always paid the market price for fish.
Well, did he buy from anybody else while you was there?
No, he didn't.
You see anyone else around?
Oh, yes. Saw Lloyd close his boat heading towards the old man's when I was leaving.
Well, what do you say, Taylor? Got anything you want to ask him?
Yeah. Would you mind giving me 3 or 4 of your hairs, McDonald?
My hairs?
Yeah, just cut a few off your head.
Don't mind him, Mac. He's potty about that microscope of his.
I'm serious, Stone. How about it, McDonald?
Oh, go ahead, Mac. Give him a couple of hairs to play with.
All right. I'll pull out a couple. There.
Thanks.
Can I go now?
Why, yeah, I guess...
Hey, let him wait here till you've talked to Lloyd close.
You mind, Mac?
No, it's all right.
Hey, Sam, bring Lloyd close in here.
Yes, sir, Mr. Stone.
When you get 4 people in this office, it's a crowd.
Excuse me while I go take a look at this hair.
Sorry to keep you like this, Mac, but it can't be helped. You understand, don't you?
Sure, I know. It's all right, Stone.
Here he is, Mr. Stone.
Well, Lloyd, I'm afraid you'll have to stand. Ain't another seat in the place.
I don't mind, Stone. I can talk better standing. I guess that's what you want me to do, ain't it?
Yes, Lloyd. I'm afraid you got a lot of explaining to do.
About what?
About the cannon factory robbery, for one thing.
So, Mac, you couldn't keep your mouth
I
shut.
never said a word.
Then how did they know we pulled a cannon factory robbery?
What do you mean, we?
So that's it, eh? Trying to dump all the blame on me. Well, you won't get away with it. You had just as much to do with it as I did.
They didn't find any of the stolen stuff on my boat.
Well, you're in it, and you're in it just as deep as I am. You can't blame it all on me.
Now, the fact is, Lloyd, he didn't. But that's neither here nor there. We brought you here for another reason.
What other reason?
The murder of old man Marshall.
I didn't have nothing to do with it.
That's going to be pretty hard for you to prove, Lloyd.
Well, I didn't do it. I didn't see the old man yesterday.
Mac here says he saw your boat headed for old man Marshall's when he left.
That's a dirty lie.
You didn't sell him any fish yesterday?
No. I had a bum catch, so I took him into town and sold him retail. And I can prove it.
Taylor here says the old man was killed with your gun.
Well, how can he say that when the gun ain't been out of my cabin in months?
Well, but some kind of microscope business. You tell him, Taylor.
The rifling on the bullet that killed the old man is the same as all the slugs I fired from your gun. I can prove that your gun killed the old man, Lloyd.
I don't care. I didn't kill him.
And that ain't all the evidence we got either. We found a broken hacksaw blade in the cabin of old man Marshall's boat. It was the same kind of a blade that was stolen from the canning factory.
Well, what of it?
Explain that one if you can, Lloyd.
I ain't explaining nothing. I'm telling you. I never saw old man Marshall yesterday. I ain't fired my gun in 2 months, and I ain't used one of them hacksaw blades I stole from the cannon factory. There it is. You can take it or leave it.
That won't do, Lloyd. It won't do at all.
I've had my say.
Well, that's all right with me. All I can do now is charge you with the murder of George Marshall and put you back in jail to wait for trial.
I didn't do it.
What's the use denying it, Lloyd? When we got the proofs. Why, there ain't a jury in Alaska that wouldn't convict you.
You through with me, Mr. Stone?
Well, now I guess,
Hey, you've been doing a lot of bum guessing, Stone. Now let me tell you some scientific facts.
stuff you found out with that there microscope?
No, that microscope doesn't make mistakes like you do.
Say, what mistakes have I made?
Well, the first thing this microscope has told me is that the hair we found in old man Marshall's hand was McDonald's hair.
How do you know that?
Well, you can look in the microscope and see for yourself. It's exactly the same color and texture as the hair McDonald gave me less than 10 minutes ago.
There's a lot of people have the same kind of hair.
Yeah, but it don't look the same under the microscope.
Lloyd has the same kind of hair I have. Why didn't you put that under your microscope?
I will if it'll make you feel any better. How about it, Lloyd?
How about what?
He wants to look at a couple of your hairs under the microscope.
It's all right with me. I'll pull out a couple. There.
Come over here, Stone. Take a look.
Do we have to go on with this foolishness?
Don't be bull-headed. Take a look at that eyepiece. What do you see?
Why, it looks like two cables with rings around them.
Do they look alike?
Yes, sir, exactly.
Well, what you're looking at is one of the hairs we found in Marshall's hand, which was evidently pulled out of the murderer's head. The other one is one of the hairs Burt McDonald gave me.
Well, what do you think of that?
Now, I'm going to put one of Lloyd Close's hairs with these two. There. Now, what do you see?
Why, it looks like an altogether different kind of cable.
Are you satisfied?
Yeah, I'm satisfied. I've made a mistake. But evidence like this is kind of hard to hang a man on.
Well, here's something else that don't quite hitch. Did you notice the hold of the old man's boat when we discovered the body?
Well, can't say that I did.
Well, there wasn't a fish in it. What'd the old man do with those that McDonald says he sold him? Throw them overboard?
You're sure of that, Taylor?
Of course I'm sure. And if you've got the sense of a flea, you'll hold Burt McDonald for the murder of old man Marshall.
And Burt McDonald is serving a life sentence on McNeil Island, and all because...
The police reporter. Once more, the police reporter brings to you one of his strange stories of authentic happenings.
Early in the winter of 1921, a case was brought to the attention of the Department of Justice in Atlanta, Georgia, which for horror and cruelty is almost without parallel. On a brisk winter morning, a Negro is being questioned by an agent of that federal department.
What's your name?
Gus Chapman, sir.
Well, Gus, what is it you think I ought to know?
Well, sir, about 6 months ago, I got in a fight and they arrested me.
Well, now you've come up to complain about the way they treated you in the chain gang. Is that it?
Oh, no, sir. It ain't that, sir.
Well, what is it then?
Well, they fined me $100 for 6 months on the chain gang, and well, I didn't have the $100, but a man came up to me in the courtroom, and he said he'd pay my fine if I'd work it out in his plantation. He said he'd pay me $30 a month and my keep.
So you let the man pay your fine and went to work on his plantation?
Yes, sir.
Nothing illegal in that.
No, sir, but I went to work for the man 6 months ago, and I ain't never got a chance to run off till last week.
What do you mean, run off?
Well, I had to run off. The man wouldn't let me go.
Well, how could he keep you if you didn't want to stay?
Well, he just locked us all up at the cabins in the stockade, and we just couldn't get away.
Lock you up in a stockade?
Well, it's a big wall that he got built around the cabin, so you can't run away in the night.
Well, if he didn't put any restrictions on you, how could he keep you from running away before you'd worked out your fine?
Yes, sir, but I done worked out my fine over 2 months ago, and it wouldn't let me leave. He owes me over $50 now.
Did you ever ask him for it?
Yes, sir.
What did he say?
He told me to get back to work and shut up.
Why didn't you report him to the police?
Well, how could I? I couldn't get to town.
You mean he wouldn't let you go?
Yes, sir.
You should have insisted.
Well, I did. I told him if he didn't let me go, I'd tell the police.
Then what happened?
Plenty.
What?
I'll show you what happened. Look at my back.
Good God, man, you've been horsewhipped.
Yes, sir. And that's why I run away and come to you. White folks ain't allowed to make us slaves out of us colored folks no more. Is there, mister?
Of course not, Gus.
Well, that's why I came to you, sir, and that's why I want you to do something.
So what was the name of this man that did all this to you, Gus?
A man by the name of John S. Williams. Got a plantation down on the Yellow River.
Well, now, let me see if I've got this straight. You went to John S. Williams' plantation to work out a fine, and he kept you locked up in a stockade?
Yes, sir. And every night we was put in there and locked up.
And when you insisted on leaving, he horsewhipped you?
He didn't whip us himself. He got one of the boys on the place what does it.
Gus, I'm going out to see John S. Williams, and if what you've told me is true...
Oh, it is true, sir. Every bit of it.
Well, then we'll put him in a place where he'll find out how it feels to be locked up. He'll find out the government meant business when they passed laws forbidding slavery and peonage.
A few days later, the Department of Justice agent went down to the sinister plantation on Yellow River. We find him standing with the owner, John S. Williams.
We've had a complaint against you, Mr. Williams, which, if it's true, marks you guilty of violating the United States slavery and peonage laws.
What does that mean?
It means that you're holding Negroes here against their wills.
Whoever said that's a liar.
You do keep them locked up inside that stockade at night, don't you?
I've got to. These men are chain gang niggers. If I let them out at night, they'd get into all kinds of mischief.
Of course, you don't keep them locked in so they can't run away.
I've got to do something to protect myself. I paid big fines on these men, and they've got to work them out, that's all. I ain't nothing wrong in doing that.
Well, that isn't what Gus Chapman told us.
You don't believe that no-count lazy trash, do you?
You horsewhipped him, Williams. Now, don't deny it because I saw his back.
I had to whip him. It was the only way I could keep him from fighting with the rest of the help.
How many men you got on the place?
Right now, I've got 12.
Well, I want to see the men's quarters, Williams.
Sure. Come right in.
And these here are the cabins where the men live, I suppose.
Yes, sir.
What's this one?
The men sleep in here.
How many men to a cabin?
4.
You don't trust that stockade a great deal, do you, Williams? Put bars on the windows, I see.
I don't take any chances. I've got my family to think about.
So 4 men live in here.
Yes, sir.
If you hadn't have told me, I thought it was a pig pen.
I can't help it if the men won't take care of their quarters, can I?
Are any of the men around?
They're all out in the fields excepting Clyde Manning. He's working in the shop.
Shop? What kind of a shop?
We have to keep the harness all fixed and the men's shoes in shape. Can't work in the fields with bad shoes, so I got this little shop where we fix things up.
Is this it?
Yes, sir. Go right in.
Quite a complete little place. A lot cleaner than the living quarters, too. This is Clyde, I suppose?
Clyde Manning, sir.
Well, Clyde, how do you like it here?
Well, I don't...
Go ahead and tell the man, Clyde.
I like it fine here, Mr. Williams. Mr. Williams, he always been powerful good to me.
How long you been here, Clyde?
Oh, about 2 years, sir.
Have you ever wanted to leave?
No, sir. I knows when I got me a good job, and this one is it.
Do you remember Gus Chapman, Clyde?
Yes, sir. I remembers him. He's a no-count.
He says he was horsewhipped for asking Mr. Williams for his wages. Is that true?
No, 'tain't. It was horsewhip for fighting.
Who horsewhipped him?
I did. We tied him to that pole over there, and I laid it on. I gave him plenty. And there's the whip I done it with. I wanted to use that one over there, but Mr. Williams wouldn't let me. Said I might cut his skin. Would have done that Gus Chapman good to have some of his black blood running down his back. Might have kept him from being so uppity. A good bleeding sure has a powerful influence on a man.
It's enough, Clyde.
Yeah, sir.
Say, Clyde, what do you do with all these automobile tires?
Well, I uses them to fix shoes.
You half-sole shoes with old tires?
Yes, sir, and they're awful good for that, too. Just like them fancy rubber sole shoes on store-bought shoes.
You could make an awful good whip out of a length of tire, couldn't you, Clyde?
Yes, sir. I can make one that'd cut their backs wide open. But Mr. Williams won't let me. He's too kind-hearted. If I was him, I'd beat them niggers plenty. I'd make 'em bleed, and I'd just laugh. Ha, ha, ha.
The Department of Justice agent could not find enough evidence to bring charges against John S. Williams, but in his own mind he was sure of the man's guilt. Things were far from what they seemed on that silent, brooding plantation tucked away on the Yellow River. A few weeks later, he was sitting in his office.
Come in.
Policeman said you wanted to see me, sir.
Yes, Gus, it's about that Williams case. I want to see your shoes.
My shoes?
Yes.
You want I should take them off, sir?
No, just let me take a look at the soles.
Yes, sir. There they is, sir.
Made from automobile tires, aren't they?
Yes, sir. That there Clyde Manning on Mr. Williams' place. He fixed 'em that way.
Well, that's all I want to know, Gus. You can go now.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, Gus, I'm thinking of arresting Mr. Williams, and I need you as a witness. You won't run off, will you?
No, sir.
You'll be around where I can get you when I want you?
Yes, sir. I wants to see that man get some of the medicines he's been handing out so long.
Well, he'll get it now because we've got the goods on him.
How come you think you got him now when you didn't think you did a couple of days ago?
Yesterday morning, the bodies of 2 men were washed up on the shores of the Yellow River. Those 2 men were murdered.
Oh, I read about it in this morning's paper, sir. They was chained together back to back, so they just naturally had to drown.
Those 2 men came from the Williams plantation.
How you know that? They ain't been identified, sir.
I know they're a couple of Williams men because the shoes they were wearing were soled with pieces of automobile tires.
Once more, the Department of Justice agent made the trip to Williams' plantation. I tell him, mister, I turned all them niggers loose.
Why?
They worked out that time, and I got my cotton all made, so there ain't nothing for him to do here.
Well, where are they now?
I don't know. When they walk off my place, I'm through with them.
Well, you'll have to do better than that, Williams. There hasn't been a stranger in any of the villages around here for weeks. They couldn't leave this place without going through one of them.
Maybe I got them all hid somewhere on this plantation.
Yeah, maybe you have at that. Those 2 murdered Negroes came from here. We got proof of that.
Well, I didn't kill them.
I'm holding you for court just the same, Williams.
You want me, sir?
Keep your mouth shut, Clyde. This man's a policeman.
That's a smart thing to say, Williams.
Clyde's crazy. He'll admit to anything.
Clyde, where are all the men who used to work here?
They left, sir.
Where'd they go?
Oh, different places.
Yeah, such as the bottom of the river.
What are you talking about, mister?
About the 2 men you chained back to back and threw in the Yellow River.
Who done that?
You did. You thought it'd be a lot of fun to watch them drown, didn't you?
Did you do that, Clyde? If you did, you'll hang.
I only did what you told me to.
I never told you to do anything like that, and you knows it.
I know you didn't, Mr. Williams.
There you see, mister.
You told me to kill him first, and then throw him in the river.
I didn't.
Yes, you did, Mr. Williams.
But you thought it'd be more fun to chain them together and throw them in alive, huh? Is that it, Clyde?
Yes, sir. I got tired of just shooting them and hitting them on the head with an axe.
Are you telling me that all the 11 men who were on this place have been murdered?
Yes, sir.
And you killed them all?
Yes, sir.
Why?
Because Mr. Williams told me to.
I told you Clyde was crazy. He likes to talk about killing folks.
I ain't crazy, and I did kill him. And if you don't believe it, I'll show you where they's all hid. I got 'em all put away just like Mr. Williams told me to do. He can't say I'm crazy, 'cause I ain't.
Why did Mr. Williams want you to kill him?
Mr. Williams said if you found out he was keeping them niggers when they didn't want to stay, you'd put him in the penitentiary, and I'd lose my job here. I don't have to work hard, and I has lots of fun.
Fun?
Yeah, whooping niggers. I loves to whoop niggers.
Both men were found guilty and sentenced to life imprisonment. After 5 years, Clyde Manning died on a chain gang, and a year later, John S. Williams was killed when he tried to prevent some other prisoners from escaping. Even in death, automobile tires played an important part, for he was run over by a truck, and he went to his grave with their prints on his face.
Another true murder mystery taken from the records of the world.
Billings, Montana, the home of Jesse Ingram and his family on North 20th Street. The time, early in the evening on the night of January 28, 1930. The family consists of Mr. and Mrs. Ingram, their daughter Mildred, age 16, and their younger daughter Serena, a deaf mute.
Ma, will you ask him?
Oh, ask him yourself.
Oh, please, Ma, go on.
No, I'm not going to do it. I'm sick of fighting with him.
Why, no, he won't let me go if I ask him.
You can do a lot more with him than I can.
What's all this whispering about?
It's nothing.
Something you don't want me to hear?
No, not exactly.
Well, let's hear it then.
Well, we're having a high school party, and...
And you want to go, is that it?
Yes.
Who'll be there?
Oh, everybody in my class.
Just girls?
I said everybody in my class.
That means there'll be boys there, too. You can't go.
Oh, please, Daddy.
I said no, and that settles it. You know how I feel about you going around with boys?
Jesse, what's the harm?
Plenty harm. I want Mildred to study and amount to something. She can't do that if she's got boys on her mind.
The young people has got to have some fun.
She can have her fun with other girls. First thing you know, she'll get stuck on some no-good bum and marry him.
She's only 16.
You were only 17 when we got married, and Mildred ain't going to make the mistake we did. I got things planned for her. I don't want her living in no four-room shanty with a mess of brats like us. If our parents had watched us careful, we wouldn't be in the spot we're in.
We always got along all right.
Maybe you're satisfied with getting along all right, but I ain't. If I hadn't married so young, I might have amounted to something. Look at me. A switch tender in the Northern Pacific yards who don't earn enough to support his family. You have to work in a cannon factory so we have enough to live on.
Lots of men's wives work.
That ain't no reason why I should want you slaving for a couple of bucks a week. That ain't no reason why Mildred should make the same mistake we did. And I'm going to do my best to keep her from making it.
Then she can't go to the party?
No.
I think you're the biggest killjoy I ever saw.
When you get older, you'll thank me for my interest.
Jesse Ingram, you're a mean, narrow-minded bully. You've taken the best years of my life and robbed me of my fun, and you're not going to do the same thing with Mildred. I've stood it just as long as I'm going to. She's going to that party, or I'll know the reason why.
There's a 5-minute whistle, Ma.
Oh, I hear it. And I'm going to work. But when I draw my pay tomorrow, you and I are going downtown, Mildred, and buy you a nice party dress.
You don't dare.
Don't I? Wait and see.
I'm still running this family.
No, you're not. You've run it long enough. Now I'll take a hand. From tomorrow on, things will be different around here.
Your ma's hot-tempered, Mildred. She don't know what's good for you.
Well, I guess I'm old enough to know what's good for me and what isn't.
You do want to go to that party awful bad, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Well, can't you see I'm just looking out for your own interest when I don't let you go?
Ma says I can go, and I will.
I'm your father, and you'll do as I tell you.
Oh, I'm not going to fight with you. I'm going to bed.
Well, you think over what I've told you, and if you've got any sense at all...
On January 29, the people of Billings read the following in their morning papers. Father and daughter in mystery shooting. Police were called to the home of Jesse Ingram on North 20th Street early this morning, and there found the body of Mildred Ingram, age 16, lying on her bed with her head and body torn by 5 bullet wounds. In another room, the unconscious form of her father was lying on his bed. He, too, had been shot, the bullet entering the base of his skull. Mrs. Ingram was not at home and was later discovered at her mother's house, where she was questioned by the police.
You'll have to pull yourself together, Mrs. Ingram, and tell me what you know.
Oh, what's the use of all the questions? He killed her. I know he did.
Oh, I ain't so sure of that, Mrs. Ingram. It's pretty hard for a man to shoot himself and then hide the gun.
Well, who do you think did it?
Well, that's what I'm trying to find out.
Well, why do you keep questioning me? I wasn't home last night.
Where were you?
Working on the night shift at the cannon factory.
Well, why didn't you go home when you got through working?
My husband and me had a fight last night, and I didn't want to go home until I was sure he'd gone to work.
But you knew there was something wrong over at your house when I come in here, didn't you?
Yes,
Well, how'd you find that out?
from my daughter, Serena.
Didn't she tell you what it was?
No,
Why not?
she can't talk. She's a deaf mute.
Can she write?
No, but I could tell from the way she acted that something was wrong.
Well, then why didn't you go home?
I didn't think it was anything serious. My husband was on a rampage, and I didn't want to get mixed up in it again.
Well, then this child knows all about it and can't tell us. Is that right?
No, I guess so.
What makes you say that?
Well, she was the only one at the house all night.
Come on, you.
What are you doing?
I'm taking this girl over to the house with me. Hey, what's the matter with her?
Well, she's afraid.
Well, I'm sorry, but she's the only one that knows what happened, and somehow or other I'm going to find out what she knows.
You let her alone. You want to scare her into having a fit?
I'm sorry, Mrs. Ingram, but I've got to find out what happened at that house.
Well, I'll tell you what happened. My husband killed my daughter and then tried to kill himself.
It couldn't be. Your husband couldn't have shot himself. There were no powder marks near his wound, and the gun hasn't been found.
Well, I didn't do it.
Well, I'm afraid you'll have to find some way of proving that, Mrs. Ingram.
Well, you can go down to the factory. They'll tell you I never left my bench all night.
Then there's only one person left.
Who?
Your deaf daughter.
Oh, she wouldn't do a thing like that.
I'm not so sure, Mrs. Ingram. You never can tell about dummies.
Oh, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. Blaming such a terrible thing on a poor, unfortunate deaf mute.
Maybe so. But I'm going to keep a close watch on her till this thing is settled.
At the hospital next day, Jesse Ingram regained consciousness, and the sheriff hurried over there to get his statement.
How do you feel, Ingram?
Oh, my head aches, but I'm feeling a little better.
I come over to find out how you were hurt.
Oh, I don't know how it happened.
Well, did you shoot yourself?
No, I didn't.
Well, did you see who did it?
No.
Why not?
Whoever it was must have sneaked in and shot me while I was asleep.
Well, what happened to Mildred?
I don't know. The doctor said she died.
Well, did he tell you that she was shot 5 times?
Yes.
Say, how about that deaf daughter of yours? Do you think she did it?
No.
How do you know?
Why, she don't know how to handle a gun. I don't think she's ever seen one.
Well, there's one thing that puzzles me about this whole business. The bullets that were fired into your daughter weigh 128 grams, but the one taken from your head only weighs 30 grams.
Well, they must have been fired from different guns.
Oh, there's something screwy about this whole business. Why did the murderer fire 5 full-size .38 bullets into your daughter and only 1 quarter-size bullet into you? Come in. What is it, Chris?
We just found the gun
Where was it?
under the mattress of Ingram's bed.
How many shells fired?
5, Chief.
Well, that makes it all look different. As long as we couldn't find the gun, it was all a puzzle to me. But now it isn't. Are you still sticking to your story, Ingram?
I don't know nothing about it.
Well, maybe I can tell you then. You killed your daughter and then fixed a bullet by taking out most of the powder and cutting down the lead. You shot yourself with that bullet, shoved the gun under the mattress, and played unconscious till this morning.
That's a lie.
You'll get a chance to prove that at your trial.
But Ingram couldn't prove it to the satisfaction of a jury. He was found guilty of murder, but the evidence being circumstantial, he escaped the gallows and was sentenced to life imprisonment. After he'd served about 2.5 years, he sent for Sheriff Howard.
Well, Ingram, what was it you want to tell me?
I got something on my mind. It's been bothering me.
Well, spill it if it'll make you feel any better.
You remember I told you about the fight I had with my wife just before she went to work that night?
Sure.
Well, I didn't tell you the truth about the finish.
Is that what you want to tell me now?
Yeah, if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
Well, after my wife left, I started to talk to Mildred. I said to her, I'm your father, and you'll do as I tell you.
I'm not going to fight with you. I'm going to bed.
Think over what I've told you, and if you've got any sense at all, don't you walk away from me when I'm talking to you.
But I want to be alone. Please don't bother me tonight, Father.
We've got to settle this right now. I don't want you going to bed thinking I abuse you.
Well, don't you?
You know I don't. You know you're all I've got. Haven't we been pals since you were a little shaver?
That's all over now.
You mean you're going to spoil all my plans?
I'm not going to let you spoil my life with your so-called plans. I'm going out and get a job and live the way I want to.
You can't do it, Mildred. You can't throw me over like that.
Well, I will. I've had all your bossing I'm going to stand.
Oh, be a good girl, Mildred, and I'll let you go to the high school party.
It wouldn't be any fun now. I told you what I'm going to do, and that settles it.
Oh, don't you go away from home, Mildred. I couldn't stand it without you. Don't you know what you mean to me? You're the only thing I got. I won't let you go away. I won't let you.
You can't stop me.
Can't I? Well, we'll see about that.
I'm leaving right now.
Oh, Mildred, don't act like this.
Take your hands off me.
What's the matter?
I hate you. I hate you. That's what's the matter, and I never want to see you again.
Don't go through that door. I'm telling you, Mildred, don't go through that door.
Goodbye.
And I killed her, Sheriff, and dragged her up to her bed. That's the truth, and I'm glad I told you. The rest you know, and I don't care if I never get out of here.
And today, Jesse Ingram sits in the Montana Penitentiary waiting for death to release him from his memories and his conscience.